Okay, today we're going to look at the Herbert Adams Gourmet Slow Cooked 8 Hours Chunky Beef Pie. This is the box, this is how it comes. I've just cracked it open to make it easy to look at as we go along. Right, so front, side, nice decorations, there we go, 2 pies, 400 grams net, so normally 200 grams per pie, maybe a little bit less. Let's have a look here. We've got the detail there, the web address, a serving suggestion for the side, the heating instructions. Herbert Adams is an old brand. It's now owned, like many others, by I think, let's see, Paddy's Foods. Yeah, Paddy's Foods is in Bairnsdale, Victoria. They own 4 and 20 Pies, Herbert Adams, and a whole bunch of others as well. So they do basically all the main manufacturing for the standard pies. Here's the nutritional information, some recycled requests, and with the nutritional information, serving size 200 grams. And there we go, this is what's in it. That's what we're interested in most of all. So slow cooked beef, 28%. In Australia it can't be called a pie if it doesn't have more than 25% meat content. It can't be called a meat pie anyway in that regards. So the slow cooked beef is beef, salt, potato starch, sugar, yeast extract, vegetable fibre, dextrose, fruit extract, and natural flavour. That is your basic stew. We then have wheat flour, water, margarine. Margarine consists of animal fats, vegetable oils, palm and canola oil. Right. Water, salt, emulsifiers, an antioxidant, natural colour, natural flavour, acidity regulators. That's just in the margarine. Then we have beef mince, 5%. So we've got some chunky beef, and then we've got some beef mince. Dehydrated onion, thickeners. These are like corn flour or agar or that sort of stuff, just to give the gravy a uniform consistency and to combat hysteresis after defrosting. Where are we? Yeah, tomato paste, seasoning, salt, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, spices, sugar, natural flavors, acidity regulator, vegetable oil. Then there's color, which is caramel color, salt, mineral salts, emulsifier, rice flour, garlic, pastry glaze. The glaze is milk solids, sugar, mineral salt, natural colour, onion powder, wheat starch. Then we've got onion powder, wheat starch, and hydrolyzed vegetable protein. It contains gluten, so watch out if you're gluten intolerant. You don't want to eat these. Also soy and milk products, so if you're lactose intolerant or soy intolerant, yeah, this is also off the cards. Which, sorry to say guys, I'm not in those cases, and I just love them. So why are we looking at this? What's our motivation? Well, first thing is chunky beef. Herbert Adams was always a more premium sort of pie compared to 4 and 20 pie. And so it was deemed to be that the filling was much nicer, and while the pastry was the standard pie-based pastry that you can see here in its semi-baked form. Bit of ice on the side of it. What we're going to do is we're going to put this into a defroster, and we're going to defrost it, and later on we're going to bake it. We're going to pop open the top on one of these and have a look at it before it's cooked, and then we're going to do a taste test on one that's cooked. Right. From the looks of it, this looks like that it is not a puff pastry top, it's just a pie base top. It could be a rough puff, but not too sure there. Yeah, well, it could be puff pastry. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Certainly pie base. It has that typical granularity about it and density. So looking forward to seeing that. And then later on we'll try a hand at reproducing the filling. Okay. See you in a minute with this in the defroster. So, oakley dokley, here we are. We have the pies on a standard defroster. Allows any moisture to drip out, and then we're just going to cap it with the lid, keeping the flies and that sort of stuff off. And that's it for the next hour or so. Be back then. Cheers. So here we are, fresh out of the oven, nicely cooked. We've got ourselves here a Swiss sword to give it a bit of a cut. Made in China. Nice little toy to play with. A good curve on it, funny handle. Really is quite a strange looking knife. Anyway, we're going to cut this open now. As you can see, we've got a nice golden colour on it. The bottom is got some grid marks from the rack. It's taken on a bit of brown on the sides as well, so it's all nice and firm. As you can see, I'm holding that quite firmly. It's quite stable. It's not falling apart. So I'll be back with you right in a moment, and we'll cut him open. So here we are, the Swiss sword has gone through it. Now we're just going to pop it open, have a look on the inside, have a look at what it is. And let's have a look at that gravy. See, it's not too bad, it holds together well, it's not oozing away and dripping off everywhere, as you can see down there. Just lift it open, have a look at the filling inside. Glistening nicely. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. So, nice glossy filling. Look at the pastry. We really want to take a look at the pastry. You see it's a little bit puffy, a little bit flaky. Look at the density of the side. This is what's really important. It's the density of the pastry base, the pie base. Look at that, the crumb, that sort of thing. So we've kind of a rough puff pastry on the top. We've got a good pie base on the bottom. As we come around here, you can see that filling really holds together well under heat. You saw all the steam coming out of it. Let's turn it around and have a look. It's flaking off. We've got little flakes here. Right. Absolutely super. So basically that's it. As we have a look at it, bring the knife in. It's chunky. And we've got evidence of mincemeat in there as well, and then the rest is just the gravy for the pie. Okay. So we're going to leave it right there, and we're going to do a taste test and take some notes on the taste. Cheers, thanks for joining us for this autopsy.